and welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to explain how to create the chain mechanism in Creo. For more additional videos related to the concepts in mechanical engineering, please do subscribe my channel. Okay, let's get into the video first. So first I'm going to create the first part in my model. For that, use the millimeter Newton second part solid as your unit. Here I'm going to draw a circle whose diameter is going to be 10 and the inner diameter is going to be 6, and then give a check mark to it. And now I'm going to extrude it to a value of 15. So this is my first part, and here I'm going to save this in a desktop by creating a new folder named chain mechanism. And then click on OK. I'm going to rename my file name as support and then click on OK. Let me close this one. And next I'm going to draw the second part in my model. I'm going to use the same unit system and I'm going to select the front plane and go to sketch view, and here also I'm going to draw a circle. My outer diameter is going to be 16 and my inner diameter is going to be 6, and this distance is going to be 9.5. And I'm going to draw an arc. Select the arc and select the first point and the second point and the third point. And here I'm going to apply the tangency constraint to it. And now I'm going to mirror this one. For that, I'm going to create a center line. Two center lines, one horizontal and one vertical. And now I'm going to apply the mirror feature to mirror this one. Select the arc and click on mirror command. And now select the center line. And now I'm going to trim the unwanted entities here. And now I'm going to select this entire thing and mirror on the other side. And now my sketcher is completed. I'm going to give a check mark to it. And now I'm going to extrude this one. Click on the extrude command, and here I'm going to extrude it up to the value of 2. And now I'm going to apply the fillet feature. I'm going to select the round and enter the round radius as 0.25. I'm going to select the intern edge by right clicking on it. And now my model is completed, and I'm going to save this one. I'm going to save this name as chain. And then click on OK. And now let me close this one. And I'm going to draw the third part in my model. I'm going to make the same unit system. I'm going to select the front plane and click on sketch view. And here I'm going to draw a single circle whose diameter is going to be 6, and that's fine. I'm going to extrude it to a value of 25 on. And here I'm going to save this one as the axle. And then click on OK. And let me close this one. And I'm going to create the assembly file by selecting new assembly and make sure that your unit is represented in millimeter Newton second assembly design. And here I'm going to assemble the component by selecting the assemble command. First I'm going to import the chain element, and I'm going to select this front plane with the front plane of the component and make a distance relation to it. Let me enter a value of 7.5 and go to the placement tab and add the new constraint and just assemble this right plane with the right plane of this. And then select the top plane with the top plane of the component. And now my model is fully completed. I'm going to give a check mark to it. And next I'm going to import another component, that is chain. Once again. Here I'm going to make a distance relation. But before that, let me select this axis with this axis and make a coincident relation to it. And then select the another axis with this axis and make another coincident relation to it. And now go to the placement, just select this surface with this surface and make a distance of 15 and then give check mark to it. And then select the assemble command once again, and this time I'm going to import the supporting element. Just select this circular edge and with that make a coincident relation to it. And then select this surface with this surface and make a coincident relation. Let me rotate this one and then give a check mark to it. Again select the assemble command and here I am going to import the second supporting element, or else just mirror this by using the mirror component placement. Select this as a mirror plane and then click on OK. And now I'm going to import the axle component. Select the axle, just select this axis with this axis and make a coincident relation to it. Let me drag it here or else use the distance constraint to make a distance of it. Just drag it like this to a certain point and then give a check mark to it. And again I'm going to mirror this. Just select and click on the mirror component placement. And I'm going to select this plane once again and then click on OK. And now my sub-assembly feature gets completed. And here I'm going to save this in the chain mechanism folder as sub-assembly. And then click on OK. Let me open this supporting part. Here I'm going to edit this extrude command and I'm going to make this as a symmetric extrude and then give a check mark to it. And now I'm going to save and close this one. And now I'm going to create the assembly part. I'm going to select new, assembly and make the unit system as MMNS assembly design. And here I'm going to draw a sketch. Select the front plane and click on sketch. Go to sketch view and here I'm going to draw two circles. My first circle here and my second circle on this side. This diameter is going to be 200 and this diameter is going to be 100 and this distance is going to be 200. And now I'm going to draw the arc connecting these two circles and another arc on the bottom side. And now I'm going to apply the tangent constraint to it. Select the tangent and I'm going to make this to tangent relation and I'm going to enter the radius as 85. I'm going to apply the tangent constraint at the bottom side. Just select the circle and the arc. Now my tangent constraint is successfully applied and here I'm going to enter the radius of it. Go to the dimensions and select this arc and press the middle mouse button and here I'm going to delete this point on entity constraint and make it a radius value of 284. And now I'm going to trim the unwanted entities by using the trim tool. Just select and drag it like this. And now my model is. Let me trim this one. And now my model is completed. I'm going to give a check mark to it. So now my sketch gets completed and now I'm going to assemble the components which I have drawn. First I'm going to import the subassembly component which I have created. Select the subassembly and click on open. First let me import it in the graphics area first. Then I'm going to open this component. To open this, just select the subassembly from the model. And here I'm going to create the point. Before that, let me suppress this axle part. And now I'm going to create the point command and draw up 2 points on the supporting elements. And then click on OK. And now let me close this one. So now here in the assembly part, my points are created. And now I'm going to select the edit definition. And the first constraint I'm going to apply is the planar mechanism. Just select these two sketching planes. So now, and here I'm going to select the new constraint and make it a slot mechanism. Just select all the chains and with the point on the component. So I'm going to add the another slot mechanism. Just select all the curves by using the control key and select the final point which I have created in the supporting element. And now my connection definition gets completed and give a check mark to it. If I select the drag component, and now you see that my constraints looks very fine. So let me close this one. So I'm going to explain it again. I'm going to select the subassembly component. First constraint I'm going to make is the planar constraint to arrest the 3D motion into a 2D motion. And I'm going to select the new set and here I'm going to apply the slot mechanism. Just select all the curves by using the control key and then the first point here and then click on the new set once again and here I'm going to apply the slot mechanism once again by selecting all the 4 curves. And now select the other point which I have created. And now my connection definition gets completed and now I'm going to select the assemble command and here I'm going to import the chain part and make it a cylindrical constraint and select this inner circular edge with this circular edge here. Then the other circular edge, go to the placement, select the new set and this circular edge with the circular edge of this. And now it gets completed. Just give check mark to it. Let me check Let me do it again. I'm going to click on the assemble and make this as a cylindrical constraint. Just select the first circular edge with the edges of the axle and the another circular edge with the another edges of the axle. And then as soon as you complete it, just give a check mark to it. And now my feature gets completed. And if I select the drag component, I'm just dragging it, and now my assembly model looks very fine. And let me close this one, and let and I have skipped some steps and created a number of chains which is linked by the chain element. And if I select the drag component and select this and drag it like this, my model looks very fine. So now I'm going to run the animation part. Here I'm going to select applications, mechanism, and here I'm going to apply the servo motor connection. Let me select this locked connection one. And in the profile details, I'm going to make this as a velocity, and here I'm going to enter a value of 20 and then give a check mark to it. And I'm going to run this one by selecting the mechanism analysis, and here I'm going to select the kinematic analysis, and here I need 100 seconds. And now I'm going to select the run command, and now my assembly feature gets completed and my chain feature gets animated by using the and now my chain mechanism is created successfully using this Creo software. So for more additional videos, please do subscribe my channel, and goodbye for now.